So today, today is December 21st. December 21st of 2024. I turned 25 2 days ago. So happy birthday to me. But even before that, this season, which was Sagittarius season, has brought about a lot of things that have been brewing for a really long time and have really confirmed for me some new, like, foundational core beliefs. Um, to start, when you move like with the flow of your life, um, and by flow I mean you take the path that makes you the best person. Not the path that is the easiest or makes the most sense or gives you the most money. But if you follow the flow in the path to become your best self, your highest self, your most impressive self, the version of yourself you're most proud of, it's gonna seem very unclear and uncertain, but it's gonna like give you everything you could ever want. And yeah, the season a lot has come to fruition for me that I've been thinking about for years and wanting to do for years and just hoping and wishing and doing. And only with, this is the second foundational thing that I learned. My stubbornness and my low self-esteem has wasted so much time. Like, if I was not so stubborn and if I had truly let go of limited thinking and self-limited beliefs fucking 4 months ago, shit would be so different. Like, I'm flabbergasted. I'm telling you, with how beautiful and receptive and communicative the universe is to me, and how blessed, like beloved and blessed and dressed in blessings I am to have my husband. Because literally to have someone that will push me to chase my dreams even when I'm not chasing them myself. Like, push me to really think about the most insane, epic thing I want to do ever, that I know I could do, that I know in my spirit I could do, but not having the discipline, not knowing how to start, wanting what I want in such a way, right? But that requires a lot of discipline, and it requires a lot of listening, and it's hard for me, and I can be a crybaby for sure. But goddamn, did everything that just happened in the last fucking 3 weeks, if it taught me one thing, as I said, this is another foundational belief. It's that my stubbornness and my insecurity will fucking leave me with a lust for life. You know what I mean? Like, just all these unfulfilled dreams. Like, fuck. Like, if I could just listen more, listen more, because I believe that I can achieve that big dream. You know what I mean? It's one of those dreams that it seems insane. It seems insane for a person like me, with like no background in this thing. But boy, I mean, everyone's supposed to be beginner sometimes. But this is beginner hit the ground with the fucking turbo jetpack. That shit is crazy. If I wasn't so stubborn and if I believed in myself a fucking 10% as much as my husband believed in me, shit would be so different. But that shit's changing, dude. That shit's changing. Because life is moving, and life is not even moving in the direction that I thought. If you told me in fucking August that I would be where I was right now, I would have fucking laughed in your face. What the fuck? This whole year has just been just fucking revelation after revelation. And if Johnny had 5 apples, fucking, oh my God, this fucking year. But I digress. I'm growing and I'm evolving, and that's good. And I'll be damned. Oh my God. I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not gonna say I'll be damned. But I believe in myself, and I believe in my experiences and the fucking impacts of my experiences enough to believe that I have learned from them in a strategic and powerful way, so that I do not go through the same things again. What did I say? The first thing I said was, if you go through the flow of life, if you go with the flow of life and pick only things that are going to make you a better version of yourself and a better person, whether that's spiritually, physically, mentally, whatever, everything except essentially like materially, everything that gives you internal worth. If you pursue internal worth, and internal power, and internal this, like, your life is gonna be a roller coaster, baby, but it's gonna be your show. Like, you're gonna be growing and changing, and the whole butterfly experience, start to finish. Like, I think I'm a butterfly. And that shit's excruciatingly painful, okay? Don't get me wrong. If you look at butterfly cocoon videos, that shit looks like it hurts. So just because I come out beautiful does not mean it was not an ugly, like, gut-wrenching process. But I digress. Follow the flow of life, and nothing but joy awaits you. If we can let go of our stubbornness and let go of our fears and let go of these insecurities and these limiting beliefs, and I could never do that, and this could never be that way, and if we just let that all go and move, and just move, I'm telling you, that shit is crazy. Stubbornness particularly, I'm blessed. I'm so lucky to have someone that sees me for what I truly am and what I can truly be and how I feel about myself on the inside, in both the negative and positive ways. But because he sees me and loves me, it has been the fucking steam in my engine, the gas in my boat throughout this whole thing, because of my stubbornness. But I believe that my stubbornness and my reluctance in this fight that I put up is because which is the third thing, that believing that I'm not good enough or that I'm not worthy or something like that has really I don't know who told me that, I don't know when, but I'm not gonna let that shit lower my confidence anymore. I don't know who told me that, I don't know when, and so far nothing in my life is even doing that. You know what I mean? Like, communicating that to me. So why am I still moving like I really believe that shit? Because at a certain point I did, and I probably still have a lot of those tendencies with my reluctance, right? Yeah, because I'm afraid to fail, or I'm afraid to be seen like as a failure, as unsuccessful. And that's literally like a thing. Like, failures never win anything either. You know what I mean? Those that don't try don't fail, they never win anything either. That's a well-known quote. And that shit, what is true is true. But when you know in your heart of hearts that you could be a GOAT, when you know in your heart and hearts and so many other ways down your path, you're gonna know that you're the one. Like, you You are the one. For whatever fucking reason, you're the one. You're going to see that. So when you see that, and when you keep being told that, but we still decide to move with reluctance and move with fear and move with insecurity and move with, like, I'm not telling you not to be humble, but to put yourself down and to put yourself below others, like, and to walk around feeling like everyone's better than you, or that you're so this and you're so that, and like, what? Who is saying that? First of all, there could have been, and there has been experiences in my life that have made me feel that way in one way or another, but I don't recall anyone ever being like, I mean, that's not true. Now that I say it like that. Now that I say it the way I was going to say it, a very specific person comes to mind. But, and maybe that's where that came from. But that don't fucking matter no more, nigga. What the fuck? There's too much happening. There's too much happening, and it don't always feel good, and I cannot always see the path forward, but there's too much happening for that to be true. Okay? And then another thing, this is the third thing that I've seen. This is the third thing that I've seen in my experience in this past year, in the past 5 years. Okay, this is like a number of things that I've seen. Whenever you're really breaking that threshold into a new stage of your butterflyness, everything that could possibly hold you back is gonna try to do that. And then, because you're following the flow of life, and because you're following the flow of life, you have this protective shield. Because you're following the flow of life, your protective shield builds up extra fucking stat points and fucking just leaves you extra treasure everywhere you go. They can't touch you. Like, you become this, you are only vulnerable to yourself. That's what I'll say. The third thing that I learned, first thing that I learned was follow the flow of life. Second thing that I learned, that stubbornness, insecurity, reluctance, unworthiness, fear is stealing from your soul. You know what I mean? And really depriving yourself of the catharsis of fulfilling your fucking wildest dreams. That shit's gonna feel crazy. That shit's gonna feel insane, dude. So we have to learn how to throw all of that away in order to really enjoy life. But the third thing that I was saying is that when you're really breaking that threshold, everything that can and will try to hold you back will try to hold you back. But because you are following your flow of life, you become vulnerable to only yourself. Vulnerable to only yourself. And that is what it is. And I say it because it's true, because I'm living it. And because I'm living it. You become vulnerable to only yourself. Because everything's already there. We're following the flow of life. We have a protective shield. We're casting everything aside to follow the flow of life in every way. You know, even our own mental blocks. And then it's just, and that's that fucking you versus you. People don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Everyone is talking about the gym. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But it's not even you versus you. You know what I mean? It's not even you versus you. It's fucking you absorbing you. Like, you loving you. You fucking wrestling yourself into a hug and being like, cry. You know what I mean? You're like, you exalting you. You be like, being so purely one with yourself. And then we can start going back, not only through the records of this time period, of this, whatever this is, but also just back and calling in unity. You versus you is not a fight. You versus you is calling in unity. Calling in unity with the discipline and the consistency and the pain that may be. Bro, but nothing is gonna fucking fulfill you more. Nothing's gonna fulfill you more. Nothing. Not a single thing. And I'm learning that. And goddamn, like stubbornness, to hell with stubbornness, to hell with lack of action, to hell with insecurity. I'm like, ugh, 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 ugh. Just because I see how the universe, this is the fourth thing, when all that is true and you are in your flow and in your deepest flow. Oh my God. I don't want to lose it. I'm losing it. I'm sorry. Excuse me. He's calling me. He's calling blessings. Oh, give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. But I was just in the flow. I paused the recording. I was in the flow and I lost my flow. But this is amazing. This is amazing. And when you see the footage of what I'm talking about is amazing, y'all are going to be like, goddamn too. Like that shit. Yo. Bro. And this has been in the making for so long. This is amazing. This is that shit. Okay. And I'm so pleased. And I'm so thankful. And I'm so loved. I'm so loved. When I tell you how hard I have made it for this man, I'm so loved. I'm so loved. And so thankful for him. And so blessed to have him. Oh my God. Yeah. Today's great. Happy winter solstice. Queen of Scotty's 25. The Alchemist is 25. Let's get it popping. The matriarch is in the building. Excuse me. When I really get into the specifics of this insanity, y'all are gonna be like, God damn. But love you, thank you, bye.